Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let's travel back thousands of years to a warm golden land where the Nile flows endlessly and time drifts gently like the papyrus boats on its calm waters. In ancient Egypt, the scribe's day didn't begin with an alarm clock or the ring of a bell. Instead, it began with the soft light of dawn filtering through reed blinds and the sound of the Nile lapping gently against the shore. Imagine waking on a simple linen mat inside a mud brick home. It's cool still before the sun has begun to heat the land. The air smells faintly of river silt and crushed lotus petals. You rise slowly. There is no rush, no noise. Just the cooing of pigeons in the rafters. You stretch. The clay floor is smooth under your bare feet. Your sandals wait beside your door. Before anything, you wash. A shallow ceramic basin holds clear water drawn from the river the night before. You dip your hands, scoop it to your face. It's cold, startling even, but cleansing. You dress in a plain white kilt, tied at the waist with a strip of woven flax. Your chest is bare, like most men of your status and climate. You reach for your writing. Git, leather-wrapped, carefully folded, and tuck it under your arm. You are a scribe, a reader, a writer, a keeper of the symbols that hold the kingdom together. Your mother, or perhaps your wife, prepares a simple breakfast, a loaf of barley bread, some dried dates, a small cup of fermented beer, not strong, just nourishing. You eat slowly. Outside, the city of Thebes, or maybe Memphis, or even a small town near the delta, is waking up. Fishermen haul in their nets. Women sweep their doorsteps with palm branches. Children chase goats between the buildings. Your writing box rattles softly as you walk to the small temple where you work. The roads are dusty. The Nile glimmers nearby. A scribe like you walks with dignity, not nobility, but respect. After all, you can read, you can write. That alone puts you above the farmers, the potters, the street sellers. The temple courtyard is shaded with papyrus trees. A cat slips between your legs. Cats are sacred. You greet it silently and keep walking. Inside, your workplace is quiet. Shelves of scrolls, made from the very papyrus that grows outside, are neatly rolled and tied. You sit cross-legged on a mat before a low table. There is no ink pen. Instead, you have a reed brush, chewed at one end to make it soft, and black and red pigments. Black for most writing. Red for emphasis. You mix the ink with a drop of water, gently swirling it in a shallow palette made of fired clay. Then you begin. The temple courtyard is shaded with papyrus trees. A cat slips between your legs. Cats are sacred. You greet it silently and keep walking. Inside, your workplace is quiet. Shelves of scrolls, made from the very papyrus that grows outside, are neatly rolled and tied. You sit cross-legged on a mat before a low table. There is no ink pen. Instead, you have a reed brush, chewed at one end to make it soft, and black and red pigments. Black for most writing. Red for emphasis. You mix the ink with a drop of water, gently swirling it in a shallow palette made of fired clay. Then you begin. Today, you are copying hymns to Thoth, the god of wisdom. The hieroglyphs are intricate. Some are pictures of animals, owls, a chisel, a stool, a door bolt. Some are abstract, a curved line for sound, a basket for the letter toll, a ripple for water. Each must be perfect, not just for meaning, but for magic. To ancient Egyptians, writing is not just communication, it is power. When you write a god's name, you call on that god's presence. You pause often. Stretch your fingers. Brush off bits of sand. Take a sip of water from a clay jug. Breathe. Outside, someone sweeps the courtyard. A donkey brays in the distance. Inside, your world is still. Later in the morning, a man arrives with a basket of grain. He's a farmer from the nearby village. The grain is tax, owed to the temple and the king. You count it, measure it, record it. The records matter more than the grain itself, because in Egypt, everything is tracked. Every harvest, every shipment, every jar of oil. You write his name, his village, the weight, the quality. You ask no questions. You simply write. He bows, thanks you and leaves. You dip your brush again. The sun is now high. The walls of the temple are warm to the touch. The stone floor is cooler. You lie on your mat and rest. Lunch is small, lentils, onions, another small loaf, a bit of dried fish. You eat slowly. Outside, it's too hot to work. Most people nap. Inside, it is dim, cool, quiet. You close your eyes just for a moment. Later, you are called to the overseer's chamber. A new edict has arrived from the vizier in the capital. You open the scroll and read it aloud. A new law. Something about irrigation canals. You do not question. You simply read. Then, you copy it carefully into the temple's record. Your handwriting is crisp. Your lines are straight. You feel a small flicker of pride. When you finish, you press your seal, soft beeswax, warm in your hand, onto the papyrus. The mark is yours, a signature of sorts. The sun begins to lower. The shadows grow long. Your work is done. You roll your writing tools back into their leather case. You walk slowly home, past busy streets and quiet courtyards. At home, the evening meal is being prepared. Flatbreads are baking on hot stones. A clay pot bubbles with lentil stew. You wash again. Light a small oil lamp. Its flame flickers on the walls. You eat with your family, talk quietly. Maybe your son or daughter asks you about writing. Maybe you show them a scroll, point to a symbol, and say, "This one means eternity." The stars rise bright and sharp above the flat rooftops. The city grows quiet. Dogs bark in the distance. A flute plays far away. A boatman sings to the river. You lie on your mat. The papyrus blinds flutter softly. The air is warm, dry. The night is still. You have written the day into memory. Tomorrow you will do it again, and for thousands of years your words will survive, on temple walls, on buried scrolls, in dusty tombs. You are a scribe, and long after your body is gone, your words will remain. Sleep well, traveller of time. May your dreams be quiet, like the Nile, and your thoughts as peaceful as papyrus in the breeze.